who dwell alone. Vera Markov came to this country with only a few rubles in her pocket. Today, she's worth a few million thanks to her talents as a slumlord. And of all the tenements Vera owns, none has been more neglected than the Regency Arms, a place only rats and roaches would be proud to call home.
Fire code violations, health code violations, electrical problems, not to mention accidents, some of which have been fatal.
Your Honor, Ms. Markov has never been found legally responsible for any of these fatalities.
A grim tribute to your skill as a litigator, Mr. Lindley. Hardly something to be proud of. The fact remains, this is the 4th time your client has been before me. Each time she pays the fine, then fails to make the court-ordered repairs. Which is why I'm inclined to accept the district attorney's recommendation for jail time.
Jail? Oh no, Judge, don't put me behind bars. Anything but bars.
Ms. Markov spent the first 10 years of her life in an internment camp in Chechnya.
In that case, I'm prepared to drop all the charges, provided the building is brought up to code by the end of the month.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have my word. All the repairs will be made this time.
And until they are, Miss Markov will live at the Regency Arms under house arrest, wearing a parole censor at all times. If she so much as steps foot out of that hellhole before the repairs are inspected, she'll be transferred to the county jail.
But you can't do that, Judge. It's not fair.
You're right, Miss Markov. Some would say it's too lenient.
Oh, what a ghastly sight.
Not to worry. I filed an emergency appeal. With luck, I will have you out of here by tomorrow.
No, I meant the bracelet. Not exactly Tiffany's, is it?
You would have to pick a second-floor apartment.
The only one with southern exposure.
Had deadbolts installed, also. Double locks on all the windows.
Jack, is that really necessary?
We'll call this area the combat zone for nothing. Even if it's just for one night. I don't want anything happening to my best client.
Well, I guess that's it. Unless you plan on sticking around for the housewarming.
If you need anything at all,
Thanks, Jack, but I'm sure my worst problem will be boredom.
be careful.
I'm so lonesome. What good is a bottle of bubbly if I have no one to share it with? Come on, baby. Where's your sense of adventure? You always used to like it down and dirty. Peter? Hello? Hello? Oh, terrific.
Forgive me. I did not mean to startle you.
Stuart, I could have sworn I locked it. I'm Vera Markov.
I know. We've met.
Not possible. I've only been here once before.
The day you bought the building.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Yuri Petrovich.
And how long have you lived here, Yuri?
Seems like forever.
Funny. I only just moved in and I'm already starting to feel that way. Tell me, does this happen often, the electricity going dead?
It is not only the electricity. Miss Markov.
It's Vera.
You have to leave this place. It is not safe.
It's very sweet of you to be so concerned about me, Yuri. But I can take care of myself. Yuri? Yuri? Who's there?
I checked the list of residents. There's no record of anyone named Yuri living here.
Also, then he must be visiting someone. Such a handsome young man.
Vera, I'm still waiting for word on our appeal. In the meantime, I don't want you opening the door for strangers anymore.
Yeah, but I told you, Jack, he's from the old country, just like me.
I don't care where he came from. You keep that door locked and bolted at all times.
Does anyone know how to fix the power? Fine, I'll do it myself. Hello? Is anyone there?
You realize you violated the terms of your parole by leaving the building.
But I told you. My phone went dead. How else was I supposed to get help?
Miss Markov, the police searched the apartment you indicated. No crib was found, not even a single rat.
But that's impossible. I saw it with my own eyes.
Not unless you were watching an old videotape of the 11 o'clock news.
What are you talking about?
6 years ago, a Miss Lydia Walker died of an overdose in that very apartment. Her baby died from rabies, presumably from rat bites. 6 years ago, Miss Markov, 2 years after you acquired the building.
Your Honor, my client is obviously suffering from severe emotional distress. I'd like to request that she be allowed to leave the building until...
Request denied, Counselor. Miss Markov is ordered to return to the building immediately.
I won't go back.
Under other circumstances, I could turn you over to the Department of Corrections.
Fine. Even jail would be better.
But we made a deal, and that means the sentence stands.
How can you do this to me? Have you no pity? Have you no heart?
Perhaps if you'd ask yourself those questions, Miss Markov, you wouldn't be in this situation right now.
What do you mean the appeal was denied? Your job is to find the loopholes like you always do. No, I don't care what that judge said. Jack, you have to get me out of here now, tonight. Hello? Hello? Oh, damn it! Who's there? Who's out there? Thank God you're here. I've never been so frightened in my life.
I know. I warned you.
Then they're real? You've seen them too?
This building is filled with their pain.
I heard the old woman fall. She was lying there. Her back was broken, I think. Her husband was kneeling over her.
They have been waiting for you.
Waiting for me?
They want you to know their suffering. Each and every one of them.
Yuri, you're scaring me.
Then you can imagine what it is like for those who have lived in this building. And it all started here. In this apartment.
I don't understand.
7 years ago, a man died in a fire. Right here, in this room. A fire that never would have happened if the wiring had been fixed.
But I didn't know. Nobody ever told me.
Would it have made any difference, Vera? It is this building. Traps people. In misery, in despair. In life. And in death. What you hear are the cries of the forgotten. The price of neglect.
It's not my fault. This is just an apartment building, like all the other buildings I own. I pay exorbitant fees to management companies. If something goes wrong, it's their responsibility, not mine.
That's not the way they see it.
What do I do? What do they want?
Vera, I know in your heart you are a compassionate woman. Show them that you care.
How?
Destroy this building. End the chain of neglect.
Destroy this building? Are you crazy?
It is the only way to cleanse it. As long as it stands, they will never be free. And neither will you.
Make them stop! Make them stop!
Only you can make them stop, Vera. Leave, Vera. While there is still time.
ridiculous. There has to be another way out.
It is too late.
There has to be a window open somewhere.
They will never let you go.
I was sentenced to stay here for a few days, not for the rest of my life.
There is a different judge in jury now.
Cellar. There's a door to the street in the cellar. They want me to feel their pain. They're doing a good job.
There is no end to their suffering, Vera.
There's other people living in the building. They must know a way out. Anyone home? Hello? We've got to do something. We're all locked inside. We've got to get out. Come back! Come back! You have to help me! Someone please help! It's an emergency! Listen to them. Don't you hear them crying? Don't just stand there. We're in danger.
It is their only way of seeking justice. Of finally being heard after a lifetime of neglect.
All right. So maybe I was selfish. Maybe I turned my back on them. But I came to this country with less than nothing. I had to fight for every cent I earned, even if it meant being cruel, turning a blind eye. But I don't deserve this. Deep down, I'm a good person.
I know that. Better than you think. 8 years ago, you took pity on a young man who had just moved into your building. He had been in this country for less than a week, and already his wallet had been stolen, his apartment looted by the animals that prowl the street at night. As you got into your limousine, you gave him $10 so he could put something into his empty belly. I never forgot your kindness.
Don't remember, I'm sorry. $10 means so little to me.
It was a kindness worth a king's ransom.
What have I done? What have I done?
It is over. The past cannot be changed.
I don't want them to punish you, Yuri. You shouldn't be trapped in here paying for my sins.
I've been trapped in this building for longer than you know. Right in this very apartment.
What's happening? Yuri, what's happening? Oh, Jack, you're finally here. You've got to take me home this instant.
Poor woman. At least her suffering's over.
Yes, Vera. You are home now.
Portrait of a slumlord now serving the eternal sentence for her sins without the chance of pardon or parole. Let those among us who have escaped justice take heed. The dead will have their day in court.